Today's episode of Ship and Crew is brought to you by Wits End Snacks, home of the best beef jerky, hot sauces, seasonings, and other treats around. I think I told you guys this last week. I'm making some caramels, some fudge. Those are part of Wits End Snacks now. Um, we're perfecting the recipe. George, you have something to say on that?
Oh, except I didn't say fudge.
Ah, from one of your all-time favorite Christmas movies. Yes, that's such a good movie.
Love
Um,
that Christmas story.
but no, we have some delicious treats, delicious stuff. So be sure to hit us up. We're going to be doing a lot of baking over the holidays, so you might not get it for Christmas, but you could get it after Christmas at this point. Doing a lot of baking, lot of cooking. So hit us up, witsendsnacks at gmail.com. That's WHITSENDSNACKS at gmail.com.
This week on Ship and Crew, we got ourselves a Heisman winner. Army and Navy brought that sexy triple option back, and we saw some huge playoff shakeups in the NFL this week. We rounded out with a snake draft of childhood Christmas gifts. This one I'm really excited for. But what I'm more excited for, Sean, is that it's the most wonderful time of the year. No, not Christmas. I'm talking about bowl season. Ready, set, go. Let's get it. Yeah, that's right. We don't have music again. Um, so sorry, guys. That was the best we could do. We are still dealing with issues with our media and music provider. Yeah, you're just gonna have to bear with us, folks. Welcome to this week's episode of Ship and Crew, coming at you from Chicago, Illinois. I am George St. John.
And from Tucson, Arizona, it is your boy Sean Whitley, and I'm sure you guys heard all of that shaking in the background. That is our lovely Miss Rogan. Um, George, before I ask you how everything is going, do you have a dog?
I don't have a dog. No, I know
All
better than
right,
that.
dogs. I fucking love dogs. All right, let. I want to get that out there right now. I fucking love dogs. All right, dogs are my favorite. Rogan, she's my BFF. All right, we're ride or dies. Okay,
Yeah.
but sometimes George, dogs annoy the fucking shit out of me, Georgie.
Oh, Sean, whatever could you be talking about?
Well, right before we're about to start recording, like literally, right before we're about to start recording, we're about to hit record. I just hear that the most dreaded sound all dog owners hate to hear the puked. Luckily, it was in her kennel. Unlucky, she has a fucking mat in her kennel, so that way it got on the fucking mat. And then, as I'm trying to get her out of her fucking kennel, she she's scared. She's like, "I didn't mean to fuck up," and I'm like, "You didn't fuck up, babe. You just threw up. It's okay. It happens." But she's scared that she did fuck up, and then she pisses all over the fucking floor, Georgie. It
How you doing there, doggy dad?
probably took like 10 minutes to clean up. Like,
My finger was literally over the record button, or
I
my mouse was over the record button, and Sean's just like, George, fuck, wait, we gotta stop. It was, it was great.
disgusting, and like it wasn't just like normal puke. Like it looked like it looked nasty. Like she'd gotten into something. I think she might have eaten some of a toy she was chewing on potentially. Uh,
What kind of
so
toy?
she like a nice long rope toy. Like, dude, fucking mess.
Nice.
like a rope toy, like strings coming undone and everything. So I think some of the strings might have made it down her gullet, and
Ooh.
probably it is what caused her to puke there. She seems a lot better. She ate. Luckily, she hadn't eaten yet because I'm kind of a bad dog dad sometimes, and I might forget to feed her at a reasonable hour because I forget to feed myself at a reasonable hour. Okay, people, it's not because I'm neglecting her. I'm neglecting myself too. Okay, like let's get that right here. It's not just one way neglect. I'm neglecting everyone in this household.
Uh-oh. Spaghettios.
um, but when she eats, when I eat, she eats, but she also eats when I don't eat because she eats more than me.
And
Uh,
apparently she's eating rope.
yeah, because she's always hungry. Aren't you always hungry? Yeah, but no, she's doing better. But yeah. So that was just also George. I'm going off here a little bit. Going
No,
off
it's
here a
it's
little
all
bit.
good. It's all good.
Um,
You had a stressful stressful start to your evening. Um
Not only
I just
that, I've been in the past 2 days. I've been in the car driving for probably a total of 18 hours.
oh
Um,
jeez.
to and from with deliveries to meetings, up and down the state. Man, it has been a couple days, and
Oh
that was
man.
just the icing to the cake.
Your one free night to hang out with Rogan and I'm taking that time.
Unbelievable.
Man, I gotta say though, I give you all the credit in the world for having a dog. I could never be a dog owner at this point in my life. I love dogs. I truly love dogs. If anybody, family, friends, if you have a dog, I'm gonna visit and hang out and play with that dog. Um, but I just know I would not be a good dog parent right now, and so I
Yeah,
give you all the credit in the world just for taking that on. And Rogan is an absolute sweetheart. I can't wait to come to Tucson and see her again.
yeah.
We gotta find a time for that.
She
But
misses you. That's for sure. That's for sure.
oh, I'll
Um.
come through. I'll come through. Um, but no,
No.
I am a great dog uncle, if that makes sense. I will show up and tire your dog the
Yes.
fuck out. Like I can give you one good hour every 2 weeks. My buddy and his now fiance actually, they just
Mm.
got engaged over the weekend. My uh, they dog sit every now and then, and I've told him just text me when Charlie's home when you're watching Charlie. And Charlie is the cutest dog. He's a little older, you
Mm-hmm.
know. He's probably about I want to say like 7, 8 years old. Big furry, like black fur, cute as hell, but so well behaved. Every time I show up to the door, he's got to walk up and he grabs his like plushy dinosaur toy. It's like a T Rex, and he's like walking around like, "Look what I got! Hey, hey, look what I got! I got a toy! Look at my toy! Look at the toy!" He is adorable. He I he's so cute, and he'll play fetch with that thing for like an hour if you let him. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Uh.
um,
No, I love my dog. It's just dogs can be a little annoying sometimes.
yeah.
Um. But yeah. So besides that, how is your day? How's your week going, Georgie?
You know, all right. There's something that's bugging me. We didn't talk about this. This is a surprise. So I work in a very big office with a lot of people. Um,
Yes.
I don't know most of the people I work like in my office. It's huge. Um, I was in the bathroom the other day, and a dude. All right. First of all, question: do you feel comfortable pooping at work?
Do I feel comfortable pooping at work? Yes, because I'm the only one in my office.
Oh, that's nice. So you got the place to yourself.
Is it nice so, George? I'm literally the only one in my fucking office.
That does suck. But have you ever waited to poop?
Yes,
in a
George. I
public
used
bathroom?
to. I would. Unless if I had to shit, I would hold it until I got home. I never felt like, especially so maybe when I was in Colorado in that office, maybe, but my Nebraska office, my first office in Nebraska was right next to the toilets. So
Nice.
I got to hear everyone's business, George. Everyone's business. I'm talking about I knew when people were dehydrated.
What the fuck?
George, there came a point when I had my office door shut. I haven't told people this in Nebraska, so we're finding insider details out right now.
Oh God, does anybody listen from Nebraska?
I don't know, but we're about to find out.
You're gonna get a
I
call.
I could like I couldn't tell you now, but there came a point that I was able to tell who was in the bathroom by what their pee sounded like hitting the
Oh Jesus
toilet.
Christ! I think you're full of it, but go on.
I'm not full of it. Like guarantee like there is times like I had my door shut and then I'd hear like someone go in and I'm like, all right, I bet it's this person. I'd open up my door, wait for them to come out. And that's how I did my studies, George, because I might have got bored a little bit sometimes also.
So, like a specific, based on the specific tone of a tinkle, you're just like, oh well, looks like
Oh
looks
yeah,
like Brad's in there.
there's Fred in there, yeah.
Steve-O, what's up? Steady flow this morning, huh?
Yeah. Oh
Um,
man. Yeah, there's this one
jeez,
guy. We'll call him we'll call him Fred. All right, we'll call him Fred.
Fredsky.
And good old Fredsky. I legit like his was very distinct. Very
Okay.
very distinct. It was like not it was like almost purposely hitting the water on like super loud. The other guys it was harder to tell because they weren't like, but his strong steady flow. His was the one I was able to tell especially like, oh, you're not drinking as much because if when he wasn't drinking as much water, the flow wouldn't be as steady, dude.
I was not
Straight up.
ready.
Straight
I
up, dog.
I was not
So
ready for the level of um specificity to this
so
this conversation.
to
This is
ask your
so
question.
not where I wanted this to go, by the way. I don't know why we're here. This is so far from what I envisioned for this story. If you haven't turned the episode off by this point, like I'm gonna lead into a story and you're gonna be like, how the fuck does this relate? I mean,
You asked about bathrooms in the office, man, all right? And do you wait to go or do you not wait to go?
yeah, are
And
you comfortable pooping in the office is what I
the
wanted to say. I forgot you work in an office by yourself,
the
but
answer is no because of my experience in Nebraska and being able to tell who's in the bathroom by their bowel movements. That is what that this is came from. So,
okay. Well, working in a company with like 1,000 people at
yeah,
least in the building at once, I feel very comfortable blowing it up,
that's fair.
and I do so every day. Um,
Attaboy.
I have at least one
Respect.
office dump every day. I have to. I have to.
Here's what I really respect. Get paid to shit. Why not?
Oh,
Shit
absolutely.
on shit
Yes.
on company time. I am all for it. I personally, just from my past experience, can't do it.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get, I get it. I guess my offices have placed bathrooms in. Oh, you know what though? Okay, so my last job, before this one, I used to work we had a single use bathroom. There were 7 of us. I was the only dude
That's the worst.
in a
That's the
small
absolute
office.
worst.
So anytime that bathroom was smelled bad or blew up or like any
You got
issue,
blamed.
they immediately assumed it was
Mm-hmm.
the somewhat heavy set dude in the office. Like it was a nice bathroom. They did it up nice. Like there was different soaps with different scents and like lotions and perfumes and this bathroom was nice. It was we put a lot of work into it. We kept it clean. And I did make sure to keep like, oh, I cleaned it like you would not believe.
Hell yeah.
After
Hell yeah.
every
You gotta.
I actually went to a different part of the building to poop.
I respect that.
Because
Dude,
I was like, I
why
can't.
shit in your own territory? You know,
I
like go shit in someone
it,
else's
it
office.
was
Like,
it was embarrassment. It was like I was like I couldn't. So now that I'm in this new job where you can shit anonymously,
mm-hmm.
I take advantage. I let it fly, man. I
have you
let it
ever
fly.
have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
Not religiously. I've seen episodes. I'm familiar with the format of I know the
Oh my
characters.
gosh! So there's this one episode where it's about shitting in the office.
Okay.
And-
Again, we'll get to what I wanted to get to in a minute.
oh, you're still not done yet? I am so sorry.
No. Tell your How I Met Your Mother
No,
story, and then
no. The floor is yours, dude. I'm done. Like that will
so
derail us again. The floor is yours. I'm not gonna go down this. Go watch How I Met Your Mother. Find the shitting episode. Okay.
send it to me. I'm not gonna. Are you still on my Hulu account? I think it's on Hulu.
No.
Oh, you
It
got
is
off
on
my
Hulu.
Hulu? Oh,
Yeah, I did.
I still got an account for you.
You can delete Ja Rule.
Yeah, Sean's name on my Hulu account was Ja Rule. Oh, where is Ja? Anyway, so yesterday I was pooping. You know how I be. In one of the stalls, dude gets in the stall next to me, takes a phone call, a
Shut up.
full phone call. Hey, what's up, babe? From his girlfriend. What's up, babe? Nah, man. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm at work right now. No. And it turns into this whole fight. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the fight.
I don't know the
They
specifics.
get into a full argument, and he's like, I can't leave right now. I'm at work. Like,
Can you give
what
us like a little description of what the fight was about?
I don't know. I only heard his side, but I think I think it had something to do with um something he didn't do. Like he didn't do something around the house. He didn't make an appointment. He didn't something. And he's just like, I'll take care of it later. I'll take care of it later. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. God. Like like can we please just talk about this later? Whole fight. But what bothers me is that he did it in the bathroom. Like he thought if I just go into a stall and nobody can see me, nobody can hear me. What he didn't account for was me in the stall over just like so, and I was not regular. So I was like, I'm going to see how far I can go to let this guy know that he really shouldn't be taking this phone call in a public bathroom. So I am just exploding. I mean, it is like I thought I had IBS. I might have IBS. Who knows? It's we're looking into it. I've consulted with a doctor. Um,
Oh my gosh.
we're in the monitoring stage, but I am just like, and I can't believe this motherfucker powers through the call. He does not care that I'm having a percussive symphony
All right,
a
to be
foot
honest,
away from him.
it might be helping his defense.
Yeah. So like, babe, no, I'll take care of it later. Like, what in the hell?
And
Do
she's
you
probably
think?
like, "What's that sound in the background?" And he's like, "I can't say the guy's shitting his brains out because I'm right next to the motherfucker."
I mean, I started by holding it. I was gonna be a trooper. Like, you know what? This dude's on the phone. I can't let loose right now. I can't open the floodgates. And then he was taking so long. I was like, you know what? This is on you. And I just unloaded. Um, but my question is, do you think it's appropriate to take phone calls in public bathrooms?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's what I will say. If I need to go take a call quick and I look in the bathroom and there's no one there, and I need to just like, hey, like I'll call you like quick call, no one's in the bathroom, maybe.
No,
I would rather find
never.
it. George, hear me the fuck out. I would rather go to a different room or something to take a private call. But that being said,
That being said,
that guy should not have done that. That just sounds like he should have like, I'll call you back. Like he should have left. He should have done something. But like, do we know if he was shitting or was he just taking a call?
I have no clue. He was in the stall next to me, and I did look at one point, and his pants were down. Um, I don't know if that matters to the story, but
So
I did a little check. You know how you do the little
yeah,
like that? I did a
yeah.
little check. You know, pants were on the
Um.
ground. Pants were on the ground.
So my other question is, maybe she was like, "Are you shitting right now?" And he's like, "Yeah."
It's possible. I didn't want to follow up. Like I didn't want to follow up with him. I I got out. I was like, once I was done, he kept going, and I was just like, this is so weird. I have to leave, and so I did. But I just think, what is wrong with people that you have no shame? I wouldn't call any. I wouldn't take any call in the bathroom under any circumstances. I will call you back. Any circumstances. What?
I'm pretty sure you've called me when you've been on the shitter.
No, that's different. That is my private restroom.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I would never do that at all, and I'm like bullshit, dude. You,
Public bathroom. No, I call
public
you on
bathroom.
the.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
See,
you and I talk while I'm on the shitter at least once a week. Um,
I figure.
at least that's very different. That's very different. And you know
Okay.
what, Sean? Welcome to elite company, because that is only a few people
You
that
have
I will shit
also
and
talked
talk
to
with.
me before while I've been on the shitter, so don't worry.
That's just kind of how we do it, you know. But no,
Yeah.
public bathroom. I'm gonna have to call you back. Um, I've
Yeah,
also seen a,
I agree with that.
I've also seen a guy watch videos. It's like watching videos too, and the sound is up. Like I've heard like basketball highlights before. Different bathroom. This wasn't at work, but
Like while you're shitting?
Yeah, and then like the
Hell
next
yeah.
stall, the next stall over, Curry open in the corner for 3, bang! Like it's
Why not?
it's it's a public bathroom. Get in, get out, be done with it. I'm taking a stand.
Sometimes, no, I disagree. Okay, phone calls, yes, but like watching a video, you should have headphones. First off, have fucking headphones.
Well,
All right,
headphones, sure.
but like sometimes you might not have your headphones, and you really like in order to shit. Sometimes some people need a distraction. Some people need to be watching a video, whatever it is, scrolling through TikTok. Sometimes that helps them loosen the bowels. So, to be
That's
fair,
not
if
backed by science.
it's backed by fucking mental, like it's a mental thing for people. So
For real?
it's dude, like some people need stimulate, like need to be watching something. Like I don't know, if they're in public, they might get stage fright. If there's someone else in there, they need to make noise.
I didn't think about that. I don't have that problem. So,
I know you don't have
yeah.
that problem because you have IBS. You just shit wherever you want. You probably shit your pants probably at least once a month on the train.
No, I don't shit my pants. Although I will say every adult has shit their pants once in their life and nobody admits it. Um I was driving to Rockford from Dubuque, Iowa. I was in Winnebago, Illinois, and I trusted a fart that I shouldn't have. And yeah, I had to throw out a pair of underwear in the mobile.
George, I'm. You might say I'm lying. I'm not. I have never shit my pants as an adult.
You are lying.
I am not.
Every single adult has one moment in their lives when
Nope.
they accidentally, whether it be at home, whether it be when they have the flu. I trusted a fart in Winnebago, Illinois, and yeah. I also
I,
once had a 15-minute stand-up set in the bar behind that mobile in Winnebago. Fun
nice.
fact.
Hell yeah. But I am being dead serious right now, Georgie. I have never shat my pants as an
You
adult.
are you are a dirty liar.
I am I'm straight up not lying to you.
Okay. Well, it's coming.
Like I've never.
It's
Oh, I'm sure. Like I know it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be even worse for me because it has never happened for me.
I can't wait for that phone call.
Like so,
I can't wait.
like
I'm gonna get a
I am being
call in
dead
like two,
serious right.
3 years. I'm gonna get a call in two, 3 years.
George,
George, it
it
happened.
happened.
I can't wait.
Oh man.
We've spent about 20 minutes talking about poop. Maybe we should change this.
I think so. We are going to move on with Wits End Snacks, which is not shit. It is the shit, not shit. Wits End Snacks, the shit, the best shit around. Wits End Snacks, home of your best beef jerky, hot sauces, seasonings, treats. It might look like poop, but it's only a log of fudge. It is not that old Caddyshack trick where they throw the Babe Ruth in the pool. We make all of our ingredients, our treats and everything from scratch, all homemade with clean hands. Don't worry, we don't have shitty hands like George. Email us at witsendsnacks@gmail.com. That's WHITSENDSNACKS@gmail.com.
Oh god, this is such a shitty episode. Um that's my last one. We're done. We're moving on. Oh god. We have some potential breaking news. It is NFL related. Sean, what do you think? Should we talk about it now or should we wait until we get to NFL?
um
How do
Let's
we?
wait till we get to NFL.
All
If
right,
we were gonna,
sounds good.
if we were gonna break it, we should have broke it at the start of the episode. But someone's dog puking in their kennel kind of took priority over this.
Yeah, that's it. No other bodily fluids were referenced in the making of this episode.
Nope.
Not at all.
But anyways, college football and the Heisman. What we got, Georgie? Who are we upset with?
I don't think I'm upset. I don't. So for those of you who don't know, Jaden Daniels from LSU, quarterback, won the Heisman Trophy. He beat out. I think we. I thought Michael Penix was going to get it. What do you think, Sean?
I agree. I did think Michael Penix was going to get it. He, like being the
Um,
number 2 team in the country right now. Like, kind of hard not to give it to him. But we looked up the stats: 9 interceptions compared to what did Daniels have? Was it 4?
I think Daniels. No, Bo Nix had 4. Let me look it up. You know what?
But
I had it up and then I lost it because I am not prepared.
all good, no worries.
Um,
But like it's
okay,
just
he did have 4. Bo Nix had 3.
yeah. So like that's just that's 5 interception difference. Granted, LSU is a 3-loss team versus a undefeated team, but you know, as we learned last week with the playoffs, it's not going to be fair. Some people are going to get it above other people who might be more deserving, whether they have more yards. Didn't they have more yards and touchdowns, or was it just more yards?
Daniels had the most yards um and touchdown interception ratio. He had or no, actually,
I thought he had less yards but more touchdowns. I don't know.
you're
Told
yes.
me some.
Okay, so Daniels had 3,800 yards, 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Penix and Bo Nix both threw for over 4,000. Nix had less touchdowns and Penix had more picks. So it makes sense that Daniels won. He had probably the best season as a quarterback. I think
It
just
sounds
that.
like he was just like the most all-around best
Yes.
QB potentially.
Um,
Um,
I think any of them should have gotten it. I think if Oregon wins the Pac-12 championship, I think they give it to Nix. Just getting that signature win. But
yeah, losing to Washington twice that year really hindered Nick's winning the Heisman. Um,
and then Marvin
like you got
Harrison being the 4th, he had a great season too. Um,
yeah.
but all 3 of these quarterbacks really played incredibly well. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
I think it was even. Um, it was close, and I think all things being equal, Daniels is the most efficient. So I get it. I
Here
think everybody
and
had an argument.
yeah, and what I will say, I'm also a little upset because like I love LSU, but as we know, not a big fan of Kelly Bryant,
Our best friend
and
Kelly Bryan.
so seeing him, well, didn't see
Speaking
him,
of
but
shitty,
yeah, right, for real. But it's like it's just like bittersweet because I do like LSU as a team that, like I said, I think before they're probably my favorite SEC team. Um, minus the Kelly Bryant, you know. Um, but yeah, but would have loved to see Penix win it. Um, but here we are with again probably the more deserving just because he's more all around, just a solid more QB. When you have less interceptions with probably like within a couple hundred throwing yards and more TDs, like it's a no brainer at that point.
not to mention SEC. I bet
Yeah,
that goes into
it
the decision
plays an
making too.
effect. Oh, 100%, 100% it does. Um, everyone that I was listening to this week, it's just like, and last week, it's just like it's not like you're not going to take an SEC team like in the playoffs. Like you're not like the SEC is just such a better conference, right? Yeah, than anything like any of the other ones. Like the next big one would be Big Ten, and like yeah, Michigan's looking good, but on general,
No,
SEC is just
I
elite.
I think the SEC is deserving of the favoritism that it receives, and
Yeah,
people get upset by that. And that's fine. But it's just the truth. Um, Conferences with better all around play deserve more respect, especially come playoff time. Looking at you, Texas. All right. Anyway, moving on
one
to
of my favorite
anything
games to
else.
watch is the Army Navy game.
Ooh.
I fucking love watching this game. It's always the last regular season game of the year. It's fun to watch. Okay. Fun is a very loose term here. Because
I
it
have
is.
fun. I love
I love watching it because it brings us back the triple option. It brings us back classic gritty football. I feel like
old
with
school.
the score of like 17-11, beautiful. Army taking a safety to close out the game. To like, we're just gonna run backwards until the clock expires, so that way we don't have to run another play. And then step out of the end zone when the clock strikes zero. Give them two more points, so that way they can get into double digits. I don't know if they hit the over, but I feel like that probably put them above the over because I don't think the over would be that high for this game. Um, when it's just like a run the ball, smash mouth type football. Uh,
No, I think it is the perfect game to have this weekend.
yeah,
Like, because
yeah.
there's no football. And for some people the break is nice, but for some of us, the football junkies, if you will, it is the perfect game because you and I are sitting here talking about the triple option, classic smash mouth football,
Mm-hmm.
and we're like, oh, no football this weekend. We need a hit. Like, so
Exactly.
it is for the people that love football a little too much. The
Yeah,
pageantry, the history of it. It's not for everyone, but it is for us. Um,
it is.
and so it's that little. All right, we're gonna give you something before bowl season. You can have this little
Exactly.
nugget.
Yeah.
And we love you for it. So thank you for your service.
And congratulations to Army for winning the 124th Commander in Chief trophy.
Hell
Way
yeah.
to go. Uh, it's typical. Army's better than the Navy. And unfortunately, they're better than Air Force this year, even though we were heavily cheering for Air Force. Um,
I do like
but
how it goes in stretches. Like Navy was dominant for a long time
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
game, and it's shifted.
Yeah, no, this is I think I saw this is the sixth time in 8 years that Army has beaten Navy. So Navy has taken a dip down the past couple years here. And I feel like Army is always the lesser of the football teams. Um,
For a long
because
time, yes.
I feel like Air Force was always solid. Navy was usually more dominant. Also, Army I felt like was always meh. But now they feel like they have ish their own, here and there. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, a great way to end the regular season and bring us off into what we might consider the best time of the year.
The most wonderful time of the year. Dong, ding,
Ding
dong.
dong, it's bowl season.
Woo! It's time,
Hell yeah, we got our first
isn't it?
couple bowl games this weekend. I'm excited. I love bowl football. I'm going to a bowl game this year, so I'll be getting
Ooh.
some live coverage. I'll be going to the Notre Dame bowl game. I think I mentioned it last week. The what was it? The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, I think is what it's called.
Tony the
um,
Tiger.
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. Only a short 4.5 hour drive from Tucson. So
Mm.
uh, we will be sitting on the on Oregon State side because the Notre Dame tickets went like that. Um, so we are going to
Go
gonna have a
Beavers.
fun time. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Not really. No, you're on the Oregon State side, so
We
um,
we all four of us will be completely decked out in Notre Dame, and probably more than half of the Oregon State sideline will be completely decked out in Notre Dame.
oh yeah, it's gonna be heavy Irish.
Yeah, like my buddy, he already looked at a hotel room, and we got our hotel room like the night we bought the tickets, the night that the bowl games were announced. And he just looked like this past week, and rooms went from $125 a room to $650.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
so a lot. So we lucked out with our hotel room. So hopefully he's able to find a decent one. But yeah, I'm excited for bowl season. You got any eyes on the bowl games that you're excited for?
Not really in this first weekend. I
Yeah.
My approach to the bowl season is just simply I want to be introduced to new teams. I
Hmm.
watch certain teams throughout the year. Um, follow who I like to follow. Um, this is kind of the first year I followed Florida State heavy. I'll admit it. I was a little emotional about that. Um, I got into the Seminoles. Um, I like Iowa State, family, things like that. But I like to be introduced to new teams. I like to kind of learn about them, pick who I'm rooting for in the first 5-10 minutes of watching a game. I it's fun because it's totally low stakes, and teams that never play each other are just showing up on ESPN, and you're just like, all right, guess I'm a Tulane fan now, and it's so fun. Um, part of the holiday season that is just incredible. So, what about you? Anything you other than of course the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl?
That in Arizona, I believe Arizona plays Oklahoma. Um,
Ooh,
yeah, so I'm looking
oh
it up here
man,
just to make sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they play they play Oklahoma at the Alamo Bowl.
nice.
So
Getting
I
a taste of a
will.
real conference. Those Sooners.
Yes, okay. So like, I think this is going to be a good test for the Wildcats because they're moving into the Big 12. Um, And so, coming from the Pac 12 to the Big 12, Oklahoma, part of, along with Texas, are the two teams that we think of probably when we think of the Big 12. They're moving on to SEC, so we're not thinking of them anymore. We need new powerhouses, and I think this is an opportune time for our Wildcats, bear down, roar,
Rawr.
to take over and fucking dominate the new Big 12 and fuck on everyone else,
Oh yeah, no, the
like
Big
the
12 is actually going
Cyclones.
to be competitive. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Big change from what we saw this year. Um, Big 12 is trash. We're moving it. I'm done with it. Um,
Yes, we are moving on.
Sean
Um,
does not want me to go down this road, and I don't blame him. Fuck the Big 12.
um,
I said it.
yep,
Um,
okay, there
now we're done. Now it's out.
we are. So couple NFL games that we had this weekend. There's some big ones that kind of stood out to us, I feel like.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's a lot of playoff implications, a lot of shifting at the
yeah.
top. Sean, are you in the playoff? Do you do the playoff machine on ESPN?
You introduced it to me, and now I might be an addict to it.
Oh, you're gonna get addicted. I would be at work this time of year, just like putting in like who's gonna make it where,
Yeah.
what if this team wins this game? If you go to ESPN.com, look at the playoff machine, burn an hour. It's so fun.
Oh, easily. I'm probably gonna fuck around with it more tonight after we get done recording here.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
with the Chiefs and Eagles losing back-to-back games, we'll get into it. I'm going to go into my Broncos here a little bit if that's okay. Like I'm just going to go into it since we started talking about the playoff machine if you're cool with that.
Yeah, let's circle back to Chiefs Eagles though. But
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah. We'll circle back. But
we pronounced two teams dead.
we
Broncos
did.
and
We
Bears.
pronounced the Broncos and Bears, my teams. We pronounced them dead, and they are coming back. And I might be getting ahead of myself here. I might be getting a little ahead of myself here,
Get ahead of
but
yourself. I'm loving this.
there's a fucking chance that the Broncos might win the AFC West. It's a long chance, but there is a reality that we might win the AFC West. And dude, oh my god, if that fucking happens, oh my god, I might shit a brick. I don't know what happens, but
They're
there's
only one game
Broncos
back.
one game back. All it takes is one week for the Broncos to win, the Chiefs to lose again, and there's Broncos need to win more than they lose. Obviously, these next couple weeks, and Chiefs need to lose more than they win. It's a big ask, but going back to the Chiefs and what we've seen the past couple weeks and earlier this year,
Chiefs look hella beatable.
they look beatable. Like they were beatable against the Packers because fuck, and now this past week against the Bills, like once a fluke, twice
It's a statement.
exactly, and so like that's a I'm not gonna I love seeing it. I love seeing it. My mom, she's a huge Kelsey fan. She just thinks Travis Kelsey is like the most gorgeous man alive. So
I mean, yeah,
she
like
he,
he's
he
pretty
he's a
good
great
looking.
looking dude. He's a great looking dude. I'm not gonna knock him for that at
Nah,
all.
he's hot.
Um,
Well, I'm right. It's
but
2023. I'm ready to say it. Travis Kelsey's hot, and
but
you're thinking it too. I don't care.
hey, I'm not denying it. I'm not denying it by any stance here.
So's
But
Jason. Good looking bunch.
dude, Jason. But okay, coincidence? Both brothers losing back-to-back weeks. Is there? Okay, we're not going to go down that one because we're getting kind of short on time.
Yeah, we talked
But
about poop too much.
talked about shit way too long.
But Sean, for the Chiefs game, what do you make of the whole Kadarius Toney situation? Like with
he
him
was
being
offsides. It's plain and fucking simple. Like
yes,
he
thank
like
you.
and I again like I've been listening to people. Like I've listened to other podcasts. I listen to sports. Like everyone's like, oh, the refs are going to be like the refs do give the player like they want to have that relationship with the wide receivers with the players because they see each other consistently. And I know you disagree with this, George, but they give
Yeah,
warnings. They have that relationship because they see each other frequently. It's not like they might not see the same ref ever again. No, they might see that same ref multiple times that year, so they want to have that relationship. And it's more so the players wanting to have that relationship with the ref, so that way the ref will give them a warning or give them more leeway because in the NFL, even though they get paid millions of dollars to be on sides, to follow the fucking rule, to know the fucking plays, to do their fucking job, they still fuck up. And but there comes a point if the ref can't see the fucking ball, he has to call a fucking penalty. He has to be able to see the ball for when the fucking ball is snapped. Um, but
it,
like
it was egregiously bad. I mean,
yeah,
his whole foot was over the like His whole foot was over the ball. His heel was over the ball.
Yeah,
It was so blatantly bad that you have to throw that flag if you're the ref, even without a warning. But
exactly.
it is ridiculous to me that it has been revealed that refs like give players warnings all the time. I like listen, I hate being that guy every week that's like, oh, I've coached football before, but I've coached football before. At the high school level, referees are not going to give you a break like that. You are taught
And
from the moment you play organized football, check with the ref. And if you don't do that, what happens after is on you.
I will agree. But
Unacceptable.
I will say also, even with being D3 football, the refs still gave warnings and like, because again, we had the same refs consistently, so like it wasn't like just a one-time done thing. We had the same refs refing, other games in the IAC. You know, so like it's again, I get where you're coming from because you need to check with the ref. Like just it's that simple to look over like, "Hey, am I good?" And he will tell you to back the fuck up. It's simple as that. I get it. But again, the they give warnings. It happens, George. And I know you're not
Man, in
but
college, you get nice refs. One time I argued a call with a ref, and they threw out my defensive end 2 plays later for tackling too hard.
as much I love high school football, but the high school football refs, they're trying to make a name for themselves. So that way they can move up.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
This particular ref
um,
was an idiot. But
yeah.
sportsmanship. Um, but no, that play was cool though. I wish it would have stayed, but Kadarius Toney was offsides. I
It
don't
was a
know.
cool play, but yeah, at the end of the day, he was offsides. Like,
It's too bad.
fucking don't be offsides next time.
It's really simple as that. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I hope the Broncos catch him. I hope you're right. I'm all on board with this. That would be so fun. Um,
I would be, dude. That'd be electric. I'd be absolutely over the moon.
yeah. Oh, you just have some lights flicker.
I did.
Uh oh. The other team we killed, pronounced dead, the Bears, beat the Lions. Justin Fields looked good. The defense looked awesome. Is
Yeah,
Matt Eberflus going to keep his job?
I don't know if he's gonna keep his job. I don't think they can let him keep his job. I think they can keep him on as defensive coordinator, but
Mm,
head coach, he can't stay being head coach. Just what it comes down to.
you think there's a chance they just get rid of the OC? Luke Getzey, roll with Eberflus again?
As head coach,
I don't know. They look better. They look better. A little bit.
dude, you're smoking some crack there, man. I don't think they keep him.
I don't know. Listen, I'm around here. Like I get the score. 670. They're saying we're torn. We're torn in Chicago on whether or not Eberflus is sticking around. Um, I don't
In
know.
my personal opinion, I do think the Bears. Again, great defense. Like maybe talk to him like, hey, we want to keep you on as defense. Maybe give him a demotion, but kind of keep him good salary comp. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit more than a defensive coordinator normally would make, but not as much as a head coach. But and like bring in another coach because I don't think he has it to go be a head coach and take him to the next level.
Mhm. I don't know. We'll see.
You know.
We'll see. We'll see. But
Okay. I gotta check my power cord right now, so go ahead and talk for a little bit.
all right, no worries. Let's see some other stuff. Well, let's run through some kind of fast. Mostly because I don't want to talk about the Dolphins at all. What an awful game. It was stupid, and they need to play better. Very disappointed in the Dolphins. What a stupid, stupid game, and it was stupid.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe Tyreek Hill should wear socks while he's running, so that way he doesn't
he
roll
was
his ankle.
wearing socks. Maybe he shouldn't be horse collar tackled. Like I can't even be. The refs were bad, and I can't even be mad about it. That's how bad the Dolphins were. That's really how I feel. Like those refs sucked, and I'm sitting here like, you know what? The Dolphins sucked more. I'm not even going to complain about the refs, except for the horse collar, but even not really. Ugh, gross. They say they're going to win a Super Bowl. Can't do it like that. Cannot do it like that.
No.
You know who has won a Super Bowl, Sean?
Joe
Joe
Flacco.
Flacco.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's back, baby.
Joe Flacco. I'm on board with this story. I want the Browns to make a run. Loving Joe Flacco.
Hell yeah.
I don't have anything else to say about that. I'm just happy for him. Just go Flacco.
No, I love seeing Flacco back winning, dude. That Browns or because Browns, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that Browns organization. They've had like what 5 or 6 starting QBs this year,
Yeah, well,
or something like that. I can't remember what it
it's
was,
been a lot.
but dude, maybe it wasn't this year, but maybe it was like in the past couple of years or something like that. I don't know. They just have a notorious bad QB turnover
Mm-hmm.
at that organization.
Yeah,
You know,
it's unfortunate. That's what happens when you give so much money to Deshaun Watson, though. They sunk so much money into him, and he can't play.
facts.
Poor guy. I'd love the Browns to make a run. I feel like the Ravens are going to win that division though because they look awesome. Great win in
Yeah,
overtime. That's about it for that. Lamar Jackson looks damn good, but
yeah. I
we'll
wish I would
see.
have started him in fantasy this week,
Oh,
but
I
yeah,
started him, but I still lost by 1 because I forgot to sub out Isaiah Pacheco, and I'm out of my
mm,
I'm out of my playoffs in one of my leagues. I feel like an idiot.
that's tough. That's
Um,
tough.
you know who isn't looking like an idiot? Looks like a really good quarterback too.
Tommy Cutlets.
Tommy Cutlets. Tommy fucking Cutlets. I am loving
Tommy Cutlets.
Tommy DeVito with the Giants. This is a marriage made in bolognese. It is just the most Italian thing I've ever seen.
Okay, dude. You brought up bolognese. It's Italian American.
I know. Yeah,
Just saying.
so's Tommy DeVito, by the way. All right. He's not over here like dancing the tarantella. Like this is a guy that's just like, hey, yo, you know,
Hey, watch where you going.
hey, I'm walking here. No,
uh,
I can't get enough of his family. They're tailgating every
yeah,
game with like chicken parm in the
it's
stadium.
great.
They're
His
going nuts. Like he may never get a chance. He may never be a starter again.
hell yeah.
And I feel like they all have the right mindset. Like we are just going to enjoy the hell out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hell yeah.
and I cannot get enough of that agent. The agent
He
that's
dude,
hanging
the
around,
agent
like
prime.
the suit,
Prime.
the fedora. I love how he looks
He's got
like
a guy for everything.
he's got a guy. He's got it. I love how
I got a guy.
the way he was dressed, and I'm doing this by accident. The way he was dressed was like, you know how like every 8-year-old dresses like a mob boss for Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
He looked like that. Like he pulled that out of Party City and was like, "Hey, we're gonna go with it," you know. Um, no, big win against the Packers. I
Yeah.
loving cutlets, loving cutlets.
Yeah.
Um,
No, love cutlets. That's one
as
thing. Go ahead.
no, as an Italian American myself, I'm rooting for the Giants, rooting for Tommy Cutlets. Uh, yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of cutlets,
Hey,
speaking of cutlets, that's what we don't offer cutlets with Zen snacks. Again, we are beef jerky, hot sauces, seasonings, homemade treats. Not cutlets though. Maybe we might do some pepperoni or something. Some meat
come to
sticks.
Chicago. I can make you a cutlet.
But we send snacks, home of your best beef jerky, hot sauces, everything around. We do caramels. Like I'm making little caramels, and we're gonna be wrapping them in wax little paper. They're gonna look fucking adorable. They're gonna taste even fucking better. Um, and we're gonna do some homemade fudge blocks this Christmas as well. Bunch of homemade Christmas cookies. So if you're missing your Christmas cookies, you're not getting any from your parents. First off, I'm sorry. Secondly, order through me. I'll hook you up. Witsendsnacks at gmail.com. WHITSENDSNACKS at gmail.com.
Hey, yo, you making the tree color cookies? I'm
Yeah, we make tree color cookies.
I'm done being Italian.
Okay, good.
I'm probably not, but it's just too fun. Uh,
All
speaking of
right.
fun, let's wrap this up.
Get into our last, and honestly, this might be our most potentially our most contentious snake draft yet,
This one could go
especially
off the
for the
walls.
holiday season.
This one could
Yeah,
go.
it's our favorite childhood Christmas gifts. Um, George has the first pick. We had some questions beforehand about what gets qualified for what. But ultimately we kind of just decided uh we're gonna throw stuff out there and we will kind of debate it if need be
Mhm.
when the person announces it. So
The
George,
Yeah,
floor's yours.
main direction is like, what kind of Christmas gifts did we get as kids, and what kind of Christmas, um, growing up. If you are if you're in that late stage millennial age, this is for you. If not, too bad. But this is for us. This is our list. Make your own list if you don't like it. But with the number one pick, this is pretty obvious to me. I'm not gonna. Let's not play around. Let's get serious. Number one pick, 1-1 Legos. Absolute dominant for decades in the gift sphere.
Yeah.
Um, I'm partial to Legos. I know you are too. When you got the Lego set for Christmas, that was the prime time. Like that was the top build gift of most of my
Yep.
childhood Christmases.
A
Um,
100%. That is a great 1-1. Um, I love that pick. I fucking love Legos, dude. I fucking bought myself a set of Legos to fuck around with, to build.
oh, I got a
Um,
Lego X-wing in the closet. I'm gonna build
hell
one
yeah.
later.
I honestly might start buying more Lego sets to build because I had the best time building that Lego set out there.
It's
But
so fun.
my 1-1 is going to be Nerf guns.
Oh, Ooh, that was my number two.
And with this, I want to extend it from past Nerf guns, but to also Nerf swords.
Ooh, I will allow it.
Okay.
I will allow it. The Nerf family of products.
All the entire Nerf family of products,
I think it. I think
including the Nerf football,
if you want guns and swords, you get the whole Nerf family of products. That's my deal.
including the Nerf football.
Yes, that's my deal.
Okay. I will take Nerf as a whole then. I am so fine with that because now I don't have to do another pick for Nerf football.
Okay.
So,
No, you listen. That's fine, but you get everything that comes with Nerf. You don't get to claim 2.
That's fine. I'll take Nerf.
Okay.
Nerf is the best. Like
Yes. Well, it's not better than Legos, but
I see. Here's where I disagree with you is because okay here. I grew up with 3 brothers and a sister. Nerf guns got everyone involved on Christmas Day. It got mom, it got dad, it got my 10 plus cuz they're 10 years older than me, older brother and sister involved. It got all of us involved. That's again, my personally Legos would be my second pick. I think I told you that before. My 1-1 will always will be Nerf. Nerf guns, Nerf swords, Nerf football, dude. It's the best.
no,
It's the best.
it is the second best. It doesn't hold a candle to
Um,
Legos. It just doesn't.
so this one is going to be contentious here because I know we had already kind of talked about this. My second pick,
Oh, this is where we're gonna
and
debate. I knew
this
it.
is where we're going to debate. I because it's like you gave me Nerf as a whole, I gave you Legos as a whole, but like gaming systems, you like kids got different gaming systems, like so it's not like you like I'm not going to take just PlayStation because you probably got Xbox.
Right. So
I got Game Boy Color. Like so it's
whoa, whoa, whoa,
gaming
whoa,
system.
whoa, 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 whoa! You snuck that shit in there, and this is what we gotta talk about. I think handheld games and console games are different. This is what I
I
wanted.
disagree.
This is what
I
I feel
disagree.
they should. I feel they should be different. I feel it's a different. Oh,
Nope.
this is what I wanted to debate with you, and I didn't
I
say
I
it.
I dis
No, I think
I
they should be
disagree.
separate. I think they should be separate.
No. Why? Why?
Why? Because an Xbox or a PlayStation, you hook up to your TV. You hook it up to your TV and you play it. It is an at-home thing. Game Boys, Nintendo
It's a
DS for you
gaming
kids.
system.
It is a a console versus a handheld system. I feel are different. I feel that that's just me. That's just me.
I disagree.
You know what?
I
You know, I feel owed this because of Florida State.
and you're no fuck that. No, fuck you. You don't get owed for Florida State when you're a bandwagon fan of this year.
I picked Jordan Travis in the fucking offseason to win the Heisman. That didn't work out, but I bandwagon before they won a game. So, no.
I don't I no I don't think it. I think it's all as one, or we just don't allow it at all.
You know what? I'm still gonna fuck up your list. All right, still gonna do it. Now I'm
So
mad.
is that
Now I'm mad. You can have them, but we're trust me, we are going to ask. We're gonna ask the folks at home what they think.
yeah?
I am not. You get this tonight, but we are taking this debate to the socials. Um, oof, you son of a bitch! I'm so upset with
All
you
right,
right now. I am
give me
go-
your 2 pick.
I am gonna fight you. You know what, Sean? I'm gonna hurt you down the list. By the way, for that.
I doubt it, but okay.
All right. So first one, um, I am going to take Hot Wheels.
Perfect.
Hot Wheels. Timeless
That's a
gift.
great pick.
Um, again, you know, I feel like it doesn't get enough love in today's culture.
I will give you that.
Again,
That was a great gift as a kid,
yes. Oh,
especially getting not just getting the Hot Wheels, the cars, but getting the whole set to set up and like fucking race it around.
oh,
Great
the
pick.
tracks.
Great pick.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
absolutely killed it. I think you know, Hot Wheels were awesome. Getting them to jump off ramps, building taking the tracks from the pre-made sets, building them into something else. Totally a great time.
Yes.
And yeah, I kind of want. Do they still make those? I'd buy a Hot
I think
Wheels.
so.
I'd buy a Hot
I
Wheels
think
track.
so.
Um, I'm still so mad at you right now. I'm still so mad at you.
Hit me with your 3
You
pick
know
there,
what?
bud.
This isn't even my number 3. I'm just taking it out of spite. I'm taking board games, and I'm taking every fucking board game. All right? You
That's
don't
fine.
you don't get a single board game. All right?
That's fine.
You know what? You said you wanted specific board games before? Mm-mm. Board
I'll give you
games.
that. No, I give you. I will concede that because I took game systems as a whole.
Yeah, you took consoles, you jerk.
I I will concede that to you, and that did make my list. So that did hurt a little bit because I had a couple board games in there,
Mm-hmm.
like Monopoly and Risk, that we loved playing. So that did hurt a little bit. So kudos to you,
Yeah, Monopoly's
but it did.
overrated, by the way.
But my 3 pick is the Green Army men that you would get.
Oh, classic.
You know, like from Toy Story.
Classic.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We loved the ones that had the parachutes because growing up we had this a second story, a big ass, not big ass house, but a house that um the upstairs had a balcony overlooking the first floor, and so we would take the parachute guys and we would drop them off the balcony and race down to see if we could beat them before they hit the floor. It was a blast. Absolutely loved the little green army men. Um,
They were
so
on
that
my
is
list.
that's my 3 pick. Um, my 4th pick. See, this is one that I'm kind of conflicted. Because again, you said like we're going gifts, and let me because this was a gift that I still get as a kid. I mean, I got as a kid, but I still get as an adult. Um, so I will be okay if you say no to it, but it is get like growing up. It was getting a family park pass to like a state park or a national park pass, so that way we could go hiking, go outdoors. It's still a gift I get now. I get National Park Pass. Is that in play or is that not in play?
I think that is in play, like family gift.
Okay. I'm going to
Family trip,
take
I think, as a gift.
so we'll loop it as a family trip then.
I think so. Family outing,
Okay.
activity. And
Family outing activity trip. Okay. All
I
right.
actually had family trip later in the list, so that hurts.
Okay.
That hurts. Damn. I thought you wouldn't take. I thought you wouldn't think of that. That's really good.
We we were a big outdoors family. I'm still a big outdoorsy guy. That's why, dude. Look, I'm wearing Yellowstone. Like I love my outdoors.
I get it.
uh,
I get it.
so like that was one that I knew I could sneak in there because I like this late in the round and my 5 pick I know you're not gonna have, so go ahead with your 4 and 5 and
Okay.
let me see what you got.
Number 4. I'm taking lightsabers.
That's a that's a good
I'm
one.
taking
That's a good one.
lightsabers.
I give you that. Yeah. That's a good. I didn't even.
Star
I
Wars
totally forgot
specific.
about that.
Um,
Yes, yes,
like
yes.
this is why I let you have Nerf swords because I wanted lightsabers. Um, oh
Kudos,
my god, from
kudos.
Star Wars growing up, my brother and I
Yeah,
had we had every color. Every color was represented. There were only 4 back then. But so blue, green, red, and purple for Mace Windu, of course.
yes.
So, and we had so many lightsabers. We had light up lightsabers with sounds. For we had the color changing one. So it was
Nice.
Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber from episode 3. and you could change it
Okay.
from blue to red.
To red. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And if you lightly press down on the button, you could turn it purple. I don't think it was supposed to, because you have to like keep
Probably
it lightly
not.
pressed, but like the blue and the red
Yeah.
lights would both turn it purple.
That's
And we
awesome.
thought that was
Yeah.
so cool. And it totally
That's fucking badass.
it was a silly thing. Loved it. My number 5 pick. This was not for us, but we cannot deny its status as an absolute toy powerhouse. I'm going for my number 5 pick. Again, not for us, not a memory for me, but when you think about the greatest toys of all time, greatest gifts, gotta go with Barbie.
I respect that.
Everybody had a
I'll
Barbie.
give it to every. I didn't, but yeah.
Well, no, I didn't either, but my sister had plenty. Um,
My sister was too old to have a Barbie, so our household literally never had Barbies at all.
really? Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we grew up in a Barbie house.
No, we were not a Barbie house. We were. If you see my list, Green Army Men and Nerf guns,
Mm,
and with my third pick, my fifth and final pick, you will really see what my childhood was.
get the full scope.
Yeah. And this fifth pick was easily our favorite gift ever growing up, and no other kid ever had it. And every kid on the block was jealous when we got it. It was called a chariot. And so it looked like a gladiator chariot, but the front tire was a big bicycle tire. It was like a normal sized bicycle tire. And then it split down into 2 steps. And the 2 back tires, one on each step, was uh basically like a thicker razor scooter tire. Um so it was like a combination of a scooter and a skateboard, but with a bike tire. I will try to find a picture, post it on social media.
This is the coolest thing I've ever heard of. And like, I envision 8-year-old me being all over this.
Dude, now you combine that with Nerf swords, you have a fucking blast. We just didn't use Nerf swords, dude. We would grow up playing a shit ton of sports, right? So we had football pads, we had lacrosse pads, we had football helmets, lacrosse helmets, baseball bats, lacrosse sticks, hockey sticks. We had golf clubs. We had fucking everything in the garage. And we would play gladiator
So you
and
guys,
joust.
you guys would just beat the shit out of each other.
The shit out of each other. Yes.
Interesting game.
We would beat the shit out of each other, and I loved it. You know, I got to hang out with my older brothers, right? But whenever we played, whenever we did jousting, for some reason, my brothers always got to go downhill on me, and I always had to go uphill on them. I never understood it at all. Uh, but
your
damn,
older
it does make a
brothers-
difference.
I feel like your older brothers low key like abused you. Like, all the stories I hear, they put you through hell.
Built character. That's what I like to call it. They built character.
Oh, it certainly did. But man, every story is like, yeah, they used to beat the shit out of me. Like, oh my god.
But no, it was the chariots were the best gift ever. You know, like we would race down the hill with them also. It's like We would we would did jumps with the dude. It was insane.
Were these
Like
homemade
literally,
or was this a toy?
no. This was a toy, dude. I don't know where my parents found it, but my parents found it somewhere, and literally no one else ever heard of him. No one else ever seen him before,
I've
and I'm
never
just
seen this.
dude, I'm gonna have to find a picture to show you because it is the coolest shit ever. Like,
I'm gonna need a picture. Because I didn't know that chariots existed, and I'll tell you what, um, my mother was not buying a chariot for the St. John kids. I
that's
can
fair.
tell you that
That's fair.
right now. Um, two very different upbringings for sure.
Oh, I found a picture.
No way. No way.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna share my screen with you. Maybe it might take too long,
Send it to me.
but
Send it to me off screen.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
at one.
Send it to you off screen because that's a wrap. Like that's everything. I mean,
We're at
we could do an
120.
honorable mention real quick if you want,
I
but
yeah. I mean, I got a few. Game Boy, which exists on its own from video games. Um,
nope. It's part of the consoles.
you suck.
Part of gaming system. Sorry.
You suck. Transformers.
Good
Is
one.
there some
Not on my list.
water guns?
Solid one.
Yeah,
That's a solid
I
one.
was
Yeah.
actually thinking about putting water guns on the list, but I was like, I feel like Barbies deserve their day in sun. We took two different
You should have
approaches
done
for
water
sure.
guns.
I
We
took
did.
the more global
100%.
approach, and you took the more like these are the coolest gifts that
Yeah.
I had. And yeah, we probably, but um, I don't regret it. Beanie Babies,
Solid one. You
iconic,
again, that's a global thing, but again, I'm going for fun gifts that I had as a kid.
iconic.
Um,
And then last one I want to give mention to. Do you remember Furbies?
yeah, we never had them either.
Oh, there were some Furbies in the St. John house. Not a ton. There were a few.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Furbies were weird as hell. What a
Yeah,
strange, crazy ass gift. We weird. But they were fun. What about you, Sean?
yeah. Uh, one that I got as a kid was a drum set, and I was gonna loop in instruments as a whole
Mm-hmm.
because some kids enjoyed instruments. I got a drum set one Christmas. My sister absolutely hated it because I was jamming out by 7:30 a.m. on Christmas morning, and she was just trying to get her fucking beauty sleep, whatever. The drum set was absolutely amazing. Again, some family gifts that we got: foosball table. We also got that like basketball hoop arcade game.
Oh, that's that's a banger.
Yep,
We had one of those too.
fucking loved that, man. That was a blast. You took the board game, so that as a whole. So I mentioned my Monopoly and Risk. Uh, Razor scooters, but
Oh yeah.
see,
Oh,
chariots to me are way better than Razor scooters.
I
Um,
didn't know a chariot existed. So razor scooters
that's
were
fair.
the shit
That's
when I
fair.
was a kid.
And then the last thing was just sports equipment. Honestly, we played a lot of sports growing up, so getting new sports equipment, whether it's football gear, lacrosse gear, uh, my brother's wrestling gear, whatever it was, we always would get some sort of gear, new cleats, something. Um,
I remember
so getting
remember my first set of golf clubs my dad got me.
yeah, golf clubs. That was on there also. Golf clubs. I
Um
just
the
another one I
junior
forgot to mention.
the junior set with like 5 clubs.
Yeah, yeah. Another gift that I forgot to put down is again a classic that you might not. It's not a toy. It's pajamas. Getting a new pair of pajamas every Christmas on Christmas Eve. That was a tradition of ours.
Oh, were you the matching
Uh,
pajamas family?
just bottoms. Just matching, like we would
Okay.
the three brothers would get matching bottoms. And then Jake and Nicole would get their own pair.
I think
That wasn't so cliche for them, so that way they would actually wear them. You know?
I think we had 1 year, but my brother and I always got matching pajamas, but never Christmas. It's usually like dinosaurs or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah. No, it was that was a solid one. That was good. Good
If
shit.
you can get a picture of the Whitley family pajamas, I would love to see that.
I'll see I'll try my best.
Also, some chariot battles. If you got those on video, send those my way.
Those are not on video because those were like when my mom was like, "You guys are getting locked outside today. Have fun." Because we would just cause too much ruckus. Like in the house, she would need her alone time. Sometimes we were degens as a kid, just because
What?
as
You and
kids,
your brothers?
you know, growing up, three boys in the household gets a little dangerous at points.
Oh my god.
There is some concussions had probably and some teeth lost. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
is that when the concussion
Um,
started?
Honestly, there's a good chance. There is more than a good chance that's when the concussion started.
Any
But
chance we have more than 12 on the ledger?
it's only 12 diagnosed. That's all we know of.
My
So the
god.
undiagnosed ones, we don't know how many undiagnosed ones there are.
There gotta be a few.
But probably. But yeah, no. Love Christmas, love presents. But yeah, that's a wrap there, Georgie.
Damn, this is a long one, but a fun one.
Fun one.
Oh
Fun
man.
one.
Um, yeah. One last shout out. You ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Sean? TV show.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I got to give a shout out. Andre Brower, who played Captain Holt, passed away today, and yeah, and I wanted to give a shout out to him.
No.
That is one of my favorite shows. Definitely a comfort show that I go back to. I've watched it through a few times, and I love it. And his performance was fantastic, and I just want to give a shout out. Thank you for being hilarious, and also, he was so great in like the tender moments of that show. That was an emotional loss for me for sure. Um, Passed away suddenly today, so just wanted to pass on condolences. Thank you for bringing Captain Holt to life. So little emotional here to end it here, but I just wanted to make sure to say that um, at the end here. That was an emotional one for me. I'm sorry to surprise you with that news. So
Yeah. I Okay. That is our show
that was
today.
yeah.
Thank you all for joining and listening to George's sob story at the end there. It is tragic loss. Hate seeing someone pass away.
Yeah,
Um,
just a
but
special actor for me. So
get it. Uh, but as always, we'll see you guys next week. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Love you guys.